where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving reaches perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way, where mind is led forward by the thought and action into the heaven of freedom. My father led my country awake.
Good morning, everyone. We, the students of Shamit School, welcome you on today's special assembly on the occasion of 72nd Republic Day. Republic Day has been celebrated every year in India on January 26 since 1950 to honor the day on which Indian Constitution came into effect.
India was a colony of the British of over 200 years and became independent from the rule of the British following the Indian independence movement. While India became independent on August 15, 1947, it still didn't have a permanent constitution, and Indian laws were based on a modified version of the British established Government of India Act 1935.
However, 2 weeks later, on 29 August 1947, a drafting committee was appointed to write the Indian Constitution with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as chairman. After a lot of hard work, the Constitution was finally drafted and January 26 was chosen as the day India to declare as a republic. Therefore, to honor this day and our Constitution, I request Principal Ma'am to do the flag hoisting.
राष्ट्रध्वज को सलामी देंगे। सलामी दे। भारत माता की जय। भारत माता की जय। भारत माता की जय।
Thank you, ma'am and Vedahi. On this very special day, we have with us a man whose contribution meant a lot for the framing of the Indian Constitution, a man who tried to turn the wheel of law towards social justice for all. We welcome Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution, to talk to us on this very special occasion.
Thank you, dear students. I would like to begin by saying cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence.
Welcome, sir. It is our pleasure to have you today with us. We would like to thank you for your contribution in drafting the Indian Constitution, which assures justice and freedom to all.
Thank you, students. But however good a constitution may be, it is sure to turn out bad, because those who are called to work it happen to be a bad lot. However bad a constitution may be, it can turn out good if those who are called to work it happen to be a good lot. The constitution can provide only the main organs of state, such as legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. The factors on which the working of those organs of the state depends are the people and the political parties they will set up as their instruments to carry out their wishes and their politics.
Sir, it is because of the Indian Constitution that we became a democratic country, isn't it?
Yes, on the 26th of January 1950, India became a democratic country in the sense that India from that day began to have a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It is not that India did not know what is democracy. There was a time when India was studded with republics, and even there were monarchies. They were either elected or limited. A study of with these Bhikshu Sanghas discloses that there were not only parliaments, but the Sanghas knew and observed all the rules and parliamentary procedures known to modern times. This democratic system India lost, and we were under the rule of any other power for a long time. Now, India will lose its democracy the second time? I don't know. But it is quite possible in a country like India, where democracy from its long disuse must be regarded as something quite new. There is danger of democracy giving place to dictatorship.
Oh, but then, sir, what can be done to maintain this democracy?
If we wish to maintain this democracy, the first thing in my judgment we must do is to hold fast the constitutional methods of achieving our social and economic objectives. The second thing we must do is to observe the caution which John Stuart Mill has given to all who are interested in the maintenance of democracy, namely, not to lay their liberties at the feet of even a great man, or to trust him with power which enable him to subvert their institutions. There is nothing wrong in being grateful to great men who have rendered long life services to our country, but there are limits for gratefulness. This caution is far more necessary in the case of India than in the case of any other country. For in India, bhakti, or what may be called the path of devotion or hero worship, plays a part in its politics. Bhakti in religion may be the road to salvation of the soul, but in politics, bhakti or hero worship is a sure road to degradation and to eventual dictatorship. The third thing we must do is not to be content with mere political democracy. We must make a political democracy a social democracy as well. Political democracy cannot last unless there lies at the base of it a social democracy.
Social democracy. Sir, what do you mean by social democracy?
It means a way of life which recognizes liberty, equality, and fraternity as the principles of life. These principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity are not to be treated as separate items in a trinity. They form a union of trinity in the sense that to diverse from one another is to defeat the very purpose of democracy.
Thank you, sir, for sharing these valuable lessons with us today. We will surely strive to achieve the social democracy. After this, I would like to call upon Khushbu to take over for the speech.
Good morning, everyone. On the eve of our 72nd Republic Day, I, Khushbu, extend my warm greetings to all of you in India and abroad. 7 decades ago, on 26 January, our constitution came into effect. Even before that, this date had acquired special significance, having resolved to attend Purna Swaraj. Our people had been celebrating Purna Swaraj Day on every 26 January from 1930 to 1947. That is why in 1950 we embarked our journey as Republic Day, affirming the principles laid down in the Constitution. Since then, every year we celebrate our Republic Day on 26 January. The modern state comprises of 3 organs: judiciary, executive, and legislature, which are necessarily interlinked and interdependent. Yet, on the ground, people comprise the state. We the people are the prime movers of our republic. As our constitution gave us rights of free democratic nation, but also placed on us the responsibility to always adhere to the central tenets of our democracy: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. It has become easier for us to follow these constitutional ideals if we keep in mind the life and values of the father of our nation. By doing so, we will be adding a meaningful dimension to our celebration of 150th birth anniversary of Gandhiji. As a Republic Day is a celebration of our Constitution, let me conclude with the words of its chief architect, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. if we wish to maintain democracy not merely in form but also in fact. What must we do? The first thing, in my judgment, is we must hold fast to the constitutional methods of achieving our social and economic objectives. These words have always lighted our path and will continue to show us the way ahead to new glories. The idea of world as a large, well-knit family, captured in our message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, strengthens our relations with other nations. As our nation, as we share our democracy with the entire nation. As India and Indians march forward, we remain committed to build a secure and prosperous future for ourselves and for the entire nation. I once again convey my Republic Day greetings to all of you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Khushbu. Mime is an art form which emotes through body language and expressions. It is a wonderful way of expressions without words.
Therefore, here are students of Shamit School presenting a wonderful mime act.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
Thank you, dear students. India is a personification of the term unity in the diversity. There are total 28 states in India. Each state has different culture, different language, different food habits, different lifestyle, and different religions.
No matters the differences, we are all united under one nation, as written in the preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to promote among the fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individuals and unity and integrity of the nation. Therefore, it is also necessary to be aware and celebrate our differences, as it fosters respect and open-mindedness. Therefore, here are the students of Shamit School representing the various states of India.
So let's begin by knowing our home state first, the state of Maharashtra. So here are a couple of Maharashtrians telling us more about our state.
तुम्हाला सर्वांना माझा सप्रेम नमस्कार. I, Rudra.
And I, Swara, are here to tell you about the state of Maharashtra.
Maharashtra is a state in the Western Peninsula region occupying the substantial portion of Deccan Plateau. As the home of Marathi people, it is the second most populous state in India and the second most populous country subdivision.
Maharashtra was formed on 1st May 1960 by splitting the Bombay state, which has existed since 1956 into majority Marathi-speaking Maharashtra and Gujarati-speaking Gujarat, respectively. The Maharashtra was formed on 1st May 1960 by splitting the Bombay state, which has existed since 1956 into majority Marathi-speaking Maharashtra and Gujarati-speaking Gujarat, respectively. The state capital is Mumbai. The most populous urban area in India is Maharashtra. The Chief Minister of Maharashtra is Uddhav Thackeray.
The official language is Marathi, although different regions have their own dialects. It is the native to the Maharashtra state, and it is the main language. The economy of Maharashtra is driven by manufacturing, international trade, mass media, television, motion pictures, video games, recorded music, aerospace, technology, petroleum, fashion, apparel, and tourism.
Maharashtra cuisine covers a range from milk to very spicy dishes, rice, wheat, jawar, bajri, vegetables, lentils, and fruits from staple food of Maharashtrian diet. Some of the popular traditional dishes include puran puri, ukditche modak, and thalipit. Thank you.
Wow, wasn't it enlightening? Thank you, Rudra and Swara. Now, let us welcome people from the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Good morning, everyone. I am Vanshika.
And I, Zishan, we are here to tell you about the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which is known as the paradise of India.
Jammu and Kashmir is a region administered by India as a union territory and consists of the southern portion of the larger Kashmir region, which has been the subject of a dispute between India and China since 1962 and between India and Pakistan since 1947.
The state was accorded by its special status by Article 370 of the Constitution of India. In contrast to other states of India, Jammu and Kashmir had its own flag, constitution, administrative autonomy. On 5th August 2019, the government of India revoked granted under the Article 370 of the Constitution of India.
Jammu and Kashmir is home to several valleys such as Kashmir Valley, Chenab Valley, Sindh Valley, and Leader Valley. Some major tourist attractions of Jammu and Kashmir for Srinagar, the Mughal Garden, Gulmarg, the Patni Top, Pahalgam, and Jammu. Every year, thousands of Hindu pilgrims visit holy shrines of Vaishno Devi and Amarnath, which has had significant impact on a state's economy.
Jammu and Kashmir is also famous for its scenic beauty, flowers garden, apples and farm, and more. It attracts the tourists for its unique handicraft and the world-famous Kashmiri shawls. In 2020, the Parliament of India passed a bill to make official language of Jammu and Kashmir along with Dogri, English, Hindi and Urdu. Thank you.
Truly, Jammu and Kashmir is paradise of the country. Now, let us come little low on the Indian map. The state known for its raw language and sports achievement, the state of Haryana.
Good morning, everyone. I am Vaibhav.
And I, Ayusha, have come all the way from Haryana.
Haryana was carved out of the former state of East Punjab on 1st November 1966. On a linguistic basis, it is ranked 22nd in terms of area with less than 1.4% Indian area. Present means Manohar Lal Khattar stands 18th in the population across the country.
Hindi is the official language of Haryana. Haryana has its own unique traditional folk music, folk dance, song, cinema, belief system such as Jathera and arts such as Fulkari and Shisha embroidery.
The folk music and dances of Haryana are based on satisfying culture, needs of preliminary, agrarian and martial natures of Haryana with rights. Haryana is traditionally a society of zamindars, that is, landowner cultivators.
Literacy rates in Haryana has seen an upward trend and is 76.64 as per 2011's population census. Males literacy stands at 85.38%, while females is at 66.67%. In the 2010 Commonwealth Games at Delhi, 22 out of 38 gold medals India won came from Haryana. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaibhav and Arusha. Now, let us welcome people from the state of Rasgulla.
Namaskar, people. I, Arjun.
And I, Vaidehi, have came from the state of West Bengal.
With over 91 million inhabitants, West Bengal is the fourth most populous state and the 14th largest state by the area in India, covering an area of 88,752 square kilometers. It is also the seventh most populous country subdivision of the world.
The state capital is Kolkata and is the third largest metropolis. The chief minister of the state is Mamata Banerjee. Its official language is Bengali and English. Its literacy rate is 77.08%. West Bengal economy is based on agriculture, production, and small and medium-sized enterprises.
The Bengali language boasts a rich literary heritage. It shares with neighboring Bangladesh. West Bengal has a long tradition of folk literature. In the 19th and 20th century, Bengali literature was modernized in the works of authors such as Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, whose works marked the departure and the verse-oriented writings prevalent in that period.
A notable music tradition is a ball music practiced by the Balls, a sector of mystic minerals. The capital, Kolkata, was a workplace for several social reformers, including Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and Swami Vivekanand. Their social reformers actively led to the cultural atmosphere that made it possible practices like Sati Dawri and caste-based discrimination or untouchability to be abolished. Thank you.
Thank you, Arjun and Vaidehi. Now, all the way from land of seven sisters, we have Lucky and Mrunal to tell us more about the wonderful state of Nagaland.
Good morning everyone, I am Lucky.
And I'm Mrunal. I'm here to inform you about the state of Nagaland.
Nagaland lies in the northeastern part of the country. Its capital is Kohima. It has an area of 16,579 square kilometers with a population of 19,80,692 for the 2011 census of India, which makes it one of the smallest states of India.
Nagaland becomes the 16th state of India on 1 December 1963. Its population is largely developed with 71.14% living in the rural regions. Most of the state's population, about 68%, depends on rural cultivation. Agriculture is the most important economic activity, covering over 70% of the state's economy.
English, which is the official language of the state, Nagaland in India is known as land of festivals. Diversity of people and tribes, each with their own culture and heritage, makes a year-long atmosphere of celebration. In addition, this state celebrates all Christian festivities. Traditional tribal festivals revolve around agriculture, as a vast majority of population of Nagaland are directly dependent on agriculture.
On this festival was launched by the government of Nagaland in December 2000 to encourage intertribal interaction and to promote the rich cultural heritage of the state. This festival takes place between 1 and 10 December every year. It is held at Naga Heritage Village, Kisama, which is about 12 kilometers from Kohima. All the tribes of Nagaland take part in this festival. The aim of the festival is to review and protect the rich culture of the Nagaland and display its history, culture and tradition. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for sharing such valuable information. Dance is a powerful impulse which when channeled by skillful performance become intensely expressive and delights the viewers.
Therefore, let's call upon our little Shamitians presenting a wonderful dance performance on theme of patriotism.
थोड़ी खुशबू बारी से मस्त पवन की थोड़ी सी भौंकने वाली धक 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 सांसें जिनमें हो जुनू जुनू वो बूंदे लाल लहू की ये सब तू मिला मिला ले फिर रंग तू खिला खिला ले ये सब तू मिला मिला ले फिर रंग तू खिला खिला ले और मोह तू रंग दे बसंती यारा मोह तू रंग दे बसंती मोह 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 रंग दे बसंती बसंती रंग दे बसंती मोह रंग दे बसंती बसंती रंग दे बसंती
Wow, what a wonderful performance. In times like today, the values instilled in our constitution becomes necessary like never before. The values of secularism, socialism, and democracy. Let us not place creed, caste, or religion above our country. Remember, we are Indians, firstly and lastly.
Once again, wishing all the viewers, parents, and students a happy 72nd Republic Day. Let us strive to uphold the constitutional values every day. Jai Hind.